In a small town in Ohio, a strange man named Alan Canter lived. Alan was one of those people who was famous among the townspeople as one of the town's outsiders. He was always seen in strange and peculiar clothes that he had made himself. Clothes that were made of women's skin. Alan was a lonely man and accepted loneliness as his passion. He always stayed at home and used all his resources to make clothes from women's skin. No one knew what resources Alan used to make his clothes and how he made them so beautifully and delicately. But this on its own could not solve Alan's problems. The townspeople began reporting strange and peculiar events that were related to Alan. These events included stealing from local graves, the disappearance of young girls, and even the disappearance of people who appeared to have a relationship with Alan. All of these events led Inspector John Harding to be dispatched to the town to investigate. Harding was an experienced investigative officer and was looking to close the last file on this case to inform the authorities of the events. Harding quickly became acquainted with Alan and tried to improve his relationship with him. But Alan was a very cautious man and did not offer any information about the strange events that were related to him. To identify anything about Alan, Harding decided to go to his house and investigate. Harding arrived at Alan's house with a large knife in hand and entered the house. Everything seemed empty and clean, but Harding still felt that something unnatural existed in this house. After searching the house, Harding was looking for some of Alan's strange clothes. But he did not find any. As Harding was leaving the house, a strange event occurred. A young girl wearing clothes made of skin was escaping from Alan's house. Harding talked to the young girl and shortly after, he transferred her to the police station. The young girl told Harding her escape story. Alan had kidnapped her to make one of his strange clothes and had used her skin to make it. With further investigation, Harding and his team increased the number of Alan's victims. Alan had frequented public places such as sports halls, bars, and restaurants in search of his victims in the past. He would deceive his victims with attractive promises, such as modeling in clothes he had made himself. What was very shocking to Harding and his team was that after making his clothes, Alan would wear his victims' skin and live with them. To create a desire in his victims, he appeared to be wearing clothes made from their skin, making it seem like he was with them. With Alan's arrest, Harding assured the town's citizens that this dangerous person would no longer be able to create excitement and terror in the town. After Alan Canter passed away in prison, strange events started happening in the town. Many people claimed to have seen Alan's ghost wandering around the town. Those who went to his house felt that something was there. After one of Alan's victims, a young girl named Sarah, went missing, everyone in town was looking for answers. However, anyone who went to Alan's house encountered a ghost that looked like Alan Canter and was wearing clothes made of skin. This ghost would attack the citizens in a terrifying way, and some of them would be severely injured. The citizens had no choice but to find a way to break the trap that the ghost had set. Inspector John Harding and his team were looking for answers and trying to protect the citizens from the ghost at any cost. They used advanced equipment and devices to find a way to eliminate the ghost. They were searching for a trap that kept the ghost so terrifying. They were looking for the reason for this trap and trying to find a way to break it. After months of searching, Harding and his team found the reason for the trap. Alan Canter had used his own skin to create the trap. By removing Alan's skin from the trap, the ghost of Alan Canter was also eliminated. After the ghost disappeared, the citizens returned to their normal lives. Harding and his team were able to break the terrifying trap and save the town from the threat of Alan Canter's ghost. This story showed that sometimes there are unpleasant consequences for people in towns due to the crimes they commit. Harding and his team were able to provide the best services to the citizens and maintain their safety. However, some people still claim to see the ghost of Alan Canter in the town, and the exciting story continues. We are still witnessing the continuation of Harding and his team's adventures against other crimes, and we must always be prepared to protect ourselves from terrifying and dangerous threats.